Now, this man, this astounds me. This astounds me. Now, to go from being West Brom's water boy, right, to barely getting a kick, to the biggest glow up football has ever seen. I remember coming on this podcast when he joined Bayern, and I said, you know what, he's going to be a squad player. He's there just to fill a gap. He's not going to do nothing. Serge Gnabry is now one of the most exciting talents in football. And every time he picks up the ball, he looks like he's going to do something. And his performances have been nothing short of fantastic. Did any of you see that coming? Reece, I'll start with you. Did you see that coming?
Well, I mean, it's always hard to tell, who's going to have a great individual game. But what I would say is, I reference one thing that you said about Anthony Martial, among other players, over and over in this podcast over the last couple of years. And that is, hard work beats talent when talent doesn't work hard. That man found himself rotting in the reserves of West Brom. Yes, fortunate to get to move to Bayern Munich, but he's worked his way into that team, and he's works hard on a football pitch, and he's nailed that spot. Yeah, he's got some good technical ability, and that was clear to see from the first goal he scored, as well as other goals he scored this year. I mean, he single-handedly took Tottenham apart earlier in the Champions League. But he works damn hard on a football pitch, and I've played fullback. James, you played fullback. We've all played amateur football, and there's no worse thing as a fullback than seeing someone with pace and the ability and the willingness to run at you. And he'll do it, for 90 minutes relentlessly. So he's a very, very exciting player, and I enjoy watching him.
Reece mentioned just now about master strokes, and I don't think master strokes come much bigger than that, because for Bayern Munich to take a punt on Gnabry, I believe he went from Arsenal to, was it like Bremen or someone in Germany first for like 6 or 7 million. And obviously played well, or better for them. But then for Bayern Munich to believe that after seeing him in form that he could take it up another level, or at least give him the chance, that is a masterstroke. And I saw something the other day about Bayern Munich's entire squad cost less than Coutinho. It's about 80 million euros is all they cost, which I suppose is another sort of conversation altogether. But Gnabry has been an absolute revelation, and Arsenal, Tony Pulis must be thinking, what did I not see in this guy? Was he not working as hard for me? But the thing is with Gnabry, it's probably not just him. You think how many players are out there in other leagues that have that ability in them, and sometimes it just takes the right coach, the right sort of club, the right manager to put an arm on their shoulder and see that they've got the ability and just get it out to them. Do you know what I mean? Because other managers had failed with Gnabry, and you look at him now, and at the moment he's one of the best players in Europe in his form. And like Reece said, he ripped Spurs apart, and he's doing it on the biggest stage of all now, and it's looking likely that he could end up a Champions League winner, a treble winner. So
it's to the point as well where if he has a good performance in the final, like a really good performance, and wins it, he's in the conversation for European Player of the Year.
Yeah,
he's been that good this year.
Sometimes it happens, like sort of a smaller scale version, much less than Gnabry. But you remember when Steven Nzonzi went to Sevilla, I believe, and he was a Stoke, he was rotten at Stoke, and all of a sudden he was being discussed as one of the best midfielders in La Liga that season. And you just think, how? Like, what is going on? Like, how does this happen? But Gnabry kind of reminds me of that, but obviously he's taken that up a couple of notches again. Like Nzonzi has done. But Vardy, he was like another example. Someone that had the potential to rip it all up. So those players are out there, and there's more of them. There are more of them.
It's a show, didn't it?
I remember watching pundits, a few years ago, just say it's as simple as, if you've got a bit of pace and some technical ability and the willingness to work hard, you can be a great player.
Yeah.
Traore, like you said, James, Vardy, great examples. If you've got some pace and you're willing to run, then you are going to terrorize defenders.